So we'll be having steak, of course, food heaven, with another one of your favourites, lobster.
Absolutely love it. Okay.
What turns to be the pile of lovely. Look at that, it's still alive as well. These,
don't.
Raisin crabs, there you go.
I can't
Which
look.
could be done with a little sauce vierge. We know what these guys wanted because these guys are not going to change their mind.
Okay.
So it was down to our two guests over here, Hannah and Danny over there.
You're looking very buff today, Danny. I love your hair, Hannah.
That's why they both went for food heaven, and that's what you've got. There you go.
Thank you so much.
These two still by the gun. So what I'm going to do first off is get our steak on the go. So a hot pan first on there. And the guys are going to prepare our tomatoes, please.
Yep. More tomatoes?
More tomatoes. Well, I thought, why not? You know, why not do a few more tomatoes? Get our steak on.
I'm so relieved, thank you.
You're relieved?
Yeah, I am.
Just grab us some olive oil, please. That's the little bottle. Straight in there.
I'm not very good in the kitchen.
Just in there.
All right, OK. I'm not normally allowed in the kitchen, in fact, by norm.
This is a pan.
Right? OK, thank you. This is heat.
Black pepper, straight on there. We're going to cook that very, very quickly. Sear it, all right?
That's quite in the way, Angela.
No, you're fine, don't you worry.
I'm very good at washing up. That's what I'm good at.
And then, basically, this is tomato concasse. It's to make a little cross in the top of the tomato, boiling water, 10-15 seconds, and then a peel, so we haven't got any skin on the tomatoes.
OK,
right?
I think I could do that.
You could do that.
I could do that. Should I peel them?
So
I'll do that,
You'll
don't
do
you
those.
worry.
a little sauce to go with it. You're standing well away, aren't you?
I am. Honestly, Norman does all the cooking at home. I remove the flavour from everything. I don't know how I do it. Chili con carne, that's my dish. If ever I make it, people... No, I'm terrible at it. I make it, and it's just like hot mince. It's awful.
Nice.
Really bad.
Nice. Right, well, easy, look. Tomatoes, look.
You just peel them.
Just peel them. And then we've got shallot. This is a little sauce to go with it. Now, the sauce with the steak is so quick, all right? So we've got shallots. And then, of course, Nathan's preparing our lobster there, because this is obviously a classic sort of twist on a surf and turf. You wouldn't normally do this sauce with it, but I think it really works well with this. So we've got some of our shallot in there as well. Our steak, you want to just basically sear it.
It's so good looking at how, Nathan, how you get the meat out, the claws there. That would make...
Done it a few times.
He's done it a few times, you see.
So easy.
So season it up with some salt. And the thing about steak is the temptation when you pan frying it is to turn it over.
Right.
You basically leave it, all right? And it'll continue to cook like that, because that's where you get that nice crispiness that you want.
Around the edges.
Now, at this point, we add our butter.
Lots of butter.
Are you right over there, Nathan? Did you just take Angela out with a bit of lobster claw?
Thanks.
Right, we've got shallots here. Sweat that down a bit of white wine.
Oh, lovely.
And heat that up. And then we're going to add some double cream.
Oh, look at all that cream.
Check that out. Right, Nathan's cooking away this nicely. Now what I'm going to do is just grab some of these shells, just for a little bit. Put the shells in.
So what's that doing? Giving it a little extra...
Give it a little bit of flavour, any bit that we've got
flavour.
from these shells. A bit of leftover stuff. Right, now you can cook your steak and turn it over.
So you left that quite a long time on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want it... That's where you get that nice crispiness. Turn down the heat now. There you go. And then we add more butter.
More butter. More butter. More butter, more cream.
Check that out.
Yeah, that's why you're one of my favourite chefs.
There you go.
And your ingredients.
Get that in there, you see. Plenty of butter. And then we need to drain this off. So when we've got that, we then take the sauce, pass it through a sieve.
Take the shells out.
Take the shells out, like that.
That smells amazing.
And then we bring that to the boil. Look at this, you see?
Beautiful.
There you go. Right, the tomatoes are there, all done. No seeds.
No seeds, hopefully.
We've got our lobster meat there, all done.
What else do you need? Chives?
Chopped chives, that would be great. So with the steak, you keep... See, when you do that and you put the butter in, look at that.
Yeah, look at that, that's gorgeous.
It's proper, isn't it? And it's done like that.
It must feel great having two of the country's best chefs as your...
Well, I did say that at the top. I think, you know, there are better out there.
We've seen from their omelette skills.
There's none cheaper, but there's...
What's with the cerise jumper again? I think
Yeah,
what were we
come
saying?
on.
He looks like Miami Vice.
Oh.
Did you say that looked like Miami Vice?
That was Nathan. You shouldn't have said that about James.
I think it's the jacket and a jumper in the club
I
that
know.
is still something. You'll never be forgiven for that.
Okay.
I thought I looked quite cool.
Yeah, isn't that what Michael Douglas wore in Basic Instinct? Didn't he? He wore a jumper in a club.
Look, anyway, moving on to the lobster. Right. I know it's our last show for the summer and all that. But, there you go. Right, can I have a bit of a
kitchen towel?
Kitchen towel, there you go. So we poached the lobster in there to warm it up, you see?
Beautiful.
You go. And the steak is just cooking like this. That goes on there. You drain that off.
You see, is this the speed you could cook at home? This would take me days.
No, it's easy. It's easy. So you keep basically napping the... Oh, you want some mustard in there, don't you, Chef? There you go. So,
Well done, Nathan.
thanks, Nathan.
Yeah, whole grain mustard.
Yeah, sorry. Whole grain mustard in the sauce, like that. This is with the lobster. Now, Nathan had stopped there, you see. He put some tomato juice in it. So we're going to put whole tomatoes in.
Mayonnaise.
Like that. Yeah,
Chives in.
Like that. Chives in.
Beauty.
And then I'm going to give it to these Michelin-starred chefs, you see,
Yep.
to season it up,
Okay.
because I'll get it wrong. The steak, now, the fillet steak itself, it's basically a long piece of meat like that.
Yeah.
When you bite it whole, the bottom bit, as it tapers off, that's what we call filet mignon, which is bashed out, and you can basically minute steaks, or alternatively you can use that for steak tartare, that raw meat dish with the egg on the top. But the centre part is where you get your fillet steaks from, and the end bit is the Chateaubriand, the big fat knuckle part
I
at the
never
end.
knew that. Thank you.
That's where the
That's
Chateaubriand
where
comes
it
from.
comes
It's
from.
always on a
Okay.
fillet, and it's found. Imagine it basically
Delish.
fat at one end, and it tapers down.
Okay.
The taper bit is for the steak tartare. The top bit is the Chateaubriand, and the middle bit is where you get your steaks from.
So where would my Chateaubriand be on a human body? Is that your rump?
Up at the top.
It's not on your
up the top
backside.
bit.
No,
okay,
it's
cool.
down the back.
It's up
You've
there.
got your sirloin.
Yeah, all right, thanks. Sorry, I don't know where I was going with
This is a bit
that.
of biology. Look, sirloin.
Okay.
Sirloin.
Yeah.
And then underneath the sirloin, you've got the rib cage,
Yeah.
and underneath that, that's where you've got
That's
the
your
fillet.
Chateaubriand.
It's the part of the animal that does no work whatsoever, is the fillet. That's why it's the most tender.
And that's why it's so tasty.
But it doesn't. Well, it doesn't taste as good as rump steak, I don't
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
I think I'm
But
calling
it does require, you know, it's instantly cooked like this, so nice and simple. So we can place that.
Make sure you put it on properly.
Go on. It's the last
Go,
show for a
Nate,
couple
you
of
don't
Got to look
weeks.
good, isn't it?
Do you want Nathan to do a swipe? Go on.
Oh,
Go on,
you
Michelin.
swipe.
And then we take our steak.
It's totally blanking us now, Nathan. You realise?
Yeah, he's just ignoring you now. It's all right. He'll start dancing in a moment, and we'll all have a good laugh.
My feet are still moving. So, yeah, right. We take our steak. In fact, we're going to do this properly.
Okay.
Because if I was working in Nathan's restaurant, put that on a piece of paper, see? You put that on the top. It's exactly the same, it's just another 10 quid. Right.
And smaller as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And smaller, yeah. Right, lobster shell. Now, the last time I had surf was in America, and it didn't look anything like this. It was just like, they put this, well, like crayfish.
Yeah, yeah, the
It's not
crayfish
the
they
same.
use a lot, yeah.
Proper lobster. But you poach the lobster in this sauce. See? Put that back in the shell. So you put another piece of meat. And this often is not done anymore, really, in restaurants, I don't think.
No. It's very classical. Quite 70s, isn't it, that sort of style? No, I'm not having a go. Honestly, I've stopped being...
Why do I even bother? You know what I mean?
That's it. Taxi for one. I'm off.
Right, and then a little bit of this over the top.
It's the sort of thing you should have every so often, isn't it? The
Yeah.
retreat.
That's a
Exactly.
treat. That is, yeah, because there's a lot of butter and cream and everything in there.
Oh,
delicious.
stop moaning about
Yeah,
it.
no, I love it. I'm not complaining
Just
at all.
get it down with
Oh.
chops. Check that
It's
out.
lunch now.
Okay.
Looks
Little
delicious.
Heaven on a plate.
And you're not finished yet.
And your sprig.
Watercress sprig. Right, grab some irons and you can dive in.
Lovely.
Wow.
Check that out.
Can we go?
There
Can we
you
go for
Stunning.
it? Right.
Knives and forks.
I can barely wait. Thank you. Thank you,
into
Mr.
that.
Martin.
Oh, thank you, Dave.
Oh, gosh,
Thanks,
excuse me.
mother. Yeah,
Dive
nice.
into that one. Guys, do you want to bring over
There
the
you go.
glasses,
So we have
please?
lobster here at the side, and
Angela,
Yep.
go on
There
then.
we go.
Read this. It's in Italian.
The finest Nero di Diavolo di Teschio.
Teschio. Yeah.
Cinque stellini. No?
5 quid, basically. It's from Tesco's. There you go.
that is amazing.
What do you reckon of
I'm
that?
quite reluctant to share that. Back off. No, it is absolutely
Tastes really good.
delicious. Oh,
No, no,
good.
Danny, you just want to taste that. There you go.
Taste that.
Cut to the chase. You get
Come
to
on,
dive into
right.
that.
You've got to take in.
You get a glass of wine. Danny,
Nathan, that's right up
there
the
you
street,
go.
isn't it?
Dive into that one as well.
Lobster.
And best of luck with your festivals over the summer.
Thank you. Yep.
best of luck.
On
And
Sky
congratulations on your new show. Well, that's all for today on Saturday Kitchen. Thanks to Nathan Outlaw, Angela Hanna, and of course Zoe Ball. Cheers to Ollie Smith for the wine choices, and today's chef's table guests Hannah and Danny. All the recipes cooked in the studio, of course, on our website. Go to bbc.co.uk/Saturday Kitchen. Now we're taking a short break from cooking live over the summer, but we'll still be on. You can enjoy some of the great recipe highlights from the Best Bites shows, which start in a fortnight's time. Next week you've got golf instead, but in the meantime, have a great summer.
Do the dance! Oh, yes, correct.